Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes.
Is there anybody out there that wants to roll? And is there anybody out there that wants to boogie? Tonight, live from the Apollo, Glasgow.
Well, if you're looking for trouble, I'm the man to see. If you're looking for satisfaction, it's satisfaction guaranteed. I'm as cool as a body on ice. Hotter than the rolling dice. Send you to heaven, or take you to hell.
Welcome to Glasgow Apollo Live with Scott and Andy.
Good evening, and it looks like it's Scott and Scott at the moment. Andy's disappeared. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Glasgow Apollo Live with me, Scott MacArthur, and him, Andy Muir. Don't know where he's going. Hope you're all okay. It's been a few weeks since we've been on, so got quite a lot to catch up on. Do you know what I just did? I went onto the internet, and I'm feeling a bit homesick. I was supposed to go up this week, but I couldn't go because my lad and my other half have got COVIDs. So I couldn't go. So what I've just done is I've gone on to Randall's Quality Butcher and ordered some square sausage. Is that sad? I think it's quite sad. I quite fancied some, you know, and I probably won't get up to Scotland now until, thanks, Andrew. He's coming. He was here a minute ago. Honestly, he was literally there. So I don't know what's happened. Anyway, I'll keep going. So I ordered a bit of Lauren about that length. Now, if you're not from Scotland, you'll know what I'm talking about, and it's not rude. And you know what it cost me? I think it cost me, you know, it's like cheap as chips in the butchers normally, but it cost me 20 quid for one bit of lawn. But I don't care. And it'll arrive on the 30th, so I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be my New Year's grub. They can all eat fancy stuff. I'm having lawn sausage sandwiches with brown sauce on pan bread. Now, wonder where my man's going here. This is a bit weird. It's not like him. Hang on, I'll just check Facebook. So I hope you're all okay. It's been really active on the Facebook group. And did you notice we're nearly at 15,000 members, which I think is amazing. Let me just check. Oh, here he comes. I heard him going boop. Was that a catastrophic error?
Hello?
What did you do? Did you press the wrong button? Or was it me? Did I chuck you out?
What's going on?
I have no idea what's going on. I was just telling them about my square sausage. That's how low we've got. You know, we're starting off with a section about
what's going on, mate? Nothing. It just stopped working. It
is a wee bit flaky at the moment. I think it's probably because of it gets used a lot at this time of year. Or it's something to do with the people who are driving it. Could be me and you. Anyway, cheers everybody. Happy Christmas. This is my Barocca and fizzy water. That's the level I've got to.
Oh.
So how have you been, mate?
Not very well.
Oh dear.
But you know, getting better.
The energy in the room is low. Oh no, we have to get some metal on in a minute. Try and cheer you up. Wait, what's that you're wearing? Is that one of your t-shirts?
Well, you know.
Is that one of your t-shirts? Or is that formerly one of ours? No, it's not. What does it say?
No, it's a
Sydney Divine.
It says Spencer. It says Spencer David, I think.
Does it? Right, okay.
It was a gift. It was a Christmas gift from
Christmas gift. Very good. Very good.
Children last couple of years ago.
Oh, good. That's fine. You've been going to gigs again, haven't you?
It's fine. Necessary.
Huh?
I've been doing gigs.
Yeah. Ah, you've been singing. He's been singing,
Been
and
doing
hey,
gigs.
tell him what you been singing.
Yeah.
It's like drawing blood for a stone, isn't it? It's like
Some
God,
cover
it's been
versions.
doing- Right,
So
what cover
I'm
versions?
tired, mate.
I know
I had
you're
a bad
tired. What time
virus
is it?
this week.
What time is it?
Black. It's only 8:30. 8.
Half eight.
It's only 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's half eight. It's
Black
time to get out your
Rose,
pit, mate.
some-
Hello, Lisa. How you doing? Thanks for coming on.
I am Robert Palmer,
Oh, good.
AC/DC,
Good.
The Angels, Aussie band.
Oh, nice. And how's the voice then? Is it coming back?
Rod Stewart. It's coming back.
Good.
It's coming
Is it?
back.
Good.
Coming back. Now it's gone. It was back.
And
Now
how's
it's
the
gone.
memory? Are you remembering the words? Are you remembering the words? Hi, Tony.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Using
I'm
my
impressed.
my technique that I showed you.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting. That.
The capital letters of each word and then remembering it, and also having a little computer in front of me with the words.
I know.
there.
I like that. I think that's a really good idea. I'm going to try that. But in fact, I did try it. I will tell you about that.
Yeah, that's
offline.
good. Who's that? A big hi from the Glen Hughes boys. Is that?
I don't know. Somebody winding me up. Clearly. Do you know? I almost played. Lisa's in. Lisa, I almost played a trapeze track. You probably don't know who trapeze are, do you, Lisa? She maybe does. Lisa's a fellow Cotswold radio DJ.
Oh,
She does the rock show.
did you?
And yeah, and somebody actually
All right.
requested.
Where?
trapeze. Huh?
Good. Which one,
And
Medusa?
Medusa was the one I was going to play, but I decided to play Bill and Ben the Flower Pot Men instead because it was more musical. But no, I like trapeze. You know, I like trapeze.
Jesus, man.
All downhill since then, right enough. But I like trapeze. They're all right. What is
When you
square sausage? Square sausage is the same as any other sausage, except it's square. That's it. Isn't it?
I don't know.
It doesn't taste the same, though, does it? No, I'm talking
So
nonsense.
it's not.
It's not the same. Any butchers in the room? Any butchers?
I'd say it
Am I
was
just
meat,
on
but
this show?
I'd say it's meat, but you know.
There's no. Wait, whoa! Since you left us and went away to these foreign climes, the square sausage has had a renaissance, mate. There's been a
Well,
square
when I was
sausage
there-
renaissance.
When I was there, I did buy some vegan square sausage,
Vegan
and
square
it was
sausage.
it was reminiscent of meat
Sausage.
square sausage.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. It had the spiciness and the pink color. Obviously,
Who says it's not square? Somebody says it's not square. It is square. Is it not square?
I think it is. The one I had was square. They're
Well,
mostly rectangular. They're quite
Let me go back
rectangular.
to the renaissance for Mr. Muir over there in bloody Australia.
Okay.
Right. When I used to get square sausage, right?
Right.
Why we talk about square sausage? It's quite. It doesn't matter. When I used to
Carry
get
on.
sausage, I put it under the grill, right? I didn't cook it. I did not put it in the frying pan like my dad did. Under the grill. The problem was when I took it out from under the grill, it had disappeared. The fucker had done a disappearing act because it was just pure fat.
Right. Okay. So now.
You put it under the grill, not a drop. It's pure steak. You can still buy the shitty ones, but
Wow.
steak square sausage, and they're absolutely magic.
Steak square sausages.
Steak square.
Jesus.
Tell them, folks that are still living in.
You can't get that from a chicken. What?
Anyway, everybody, Merry Christmas. This is going to be a show and a half tonight. What have we got? Right, as always, since the turn of last year.
Keep it. Let's just keep it a half.
A half what?
A
Sausage.
Half show.
No, we're not doing a half show. We'll witter on for as long as we like.
Okay.
Hello, Richard. How you doing? Nice to see you, Richard. Thanks very much for coming in. What about Clyde Tunnel square sausage? Oh, no. That's pornography, Richard. Square sausage with black pudding in the middle.
How does
Clyde
that-
Tunnel
is it-
Square. I've never heard of that. I've never seen
Never
that. That's
heard of
against.
that.
That should be against the law. No way. No, I can't have that.
That's
Richard.
a crime against humanity.
You're up there in Dumbarton. Is that a Dumbarton? Is that a Dumbarton delicacy, Richard? But
What do they do with the bit? What do they do with the bit of the square sausage that's missing?
Aha! We sell it with. What are these round things called?
Is that a round sausage?
It could be. Oh God! Right, stop it!
Because
We
we used
need-
to get them.
Actually, Brian-
I used to get them sausages from Warnock's in Rutherglen.
Lisa, this is what it's like in Scotland normally.
Used to get them at Warnock's in Rutherglen. Why
we
did I
get
go
ours.
to
We get
Rutherglen?
ours from what's his name? The famous guy's brother, cousin. Who's the Scottish
Famous
chef?
guy's brother, cousin. What? Bob. His name's Bob. Bob the Butcher.
Who's the famous Scottish guy that swears at everybody? Him. Ramsay.
Billy Con.
Ramsay. Right, Gordon Ramsay. His family shop, Ramsay's, is in Carluke and Lanark, mate. And that's where we get ours from.
To the Ramsays.
Yeah.
I
What's his
didn't-
name, you knob?
Well, there's many other people called Ramsay who are not necessarily
No, that's
related
true. That's
to
true.
people
That is true.
in
That's true.
Carl-
And
vaguely related.
Yeah, it might not be true right enough because folk would just spin these yarns. I mean,
Of course.
me
they
and
would.
my uncle General MacArthur. That's what he always told me.
Yeah.
Right. So tonight, as we've been doing for the last few weeks when we've been on, and we're going to feature.
We haven't been on for the last few weeks.
Well, we've not. There was before we were on. This is the 119th show.
119.
I'll just sit
Okay.
back. And everybody, we are how many short? 15? 15 short of 15,000 members. I mean, you guys are fantastic. I can't believe there's 15,000 members. It's unbelievable.
Neither
Anyway,
can I.
so the band
Did you
tonight,
buy
we're going
some?
to play. I've got a few bits of music for you tonight because it's Christmas, and I don't want anyone moaning that we're only playing Dio and Rush. So there's no Dio and no Rush tonight, but there is Iron Maiden. Going to play one of the last gigs I was ever at the Apollo. A couple of bits from the Iron Maiden gig, not a lot, just a couple of tracks. But what I have done is, and it's quite nice because it'll remind you all of the atmosphere of the old place. There's quite a good chunk here. I'll play it in a minute of Bruce talking to the audience, and it's magic. And
Right.
other things that have been happening. I'm dying. There's two things have happened. Andy doesn't know, but I know, right? Two things have happened, and I can't tell you. And I'm dying to tell you.
Oh,
And if I
that's
was drinking
terrible.
tonight, I probably would tell you, but I'm not telling
Right.
you. But there's some really good news coming in the new year for
Okay.
all Apollo Choir people. It's brilliant news, right? Brilliant news. So found it all out yesterday. So Andy, I will tell you later. But I'm not
Okay.
allowed to tell anybody else. But it's
Right.
brilliant. Look forward to everybody. Right. So we'll play some Iron Maiden. I've got some 10cc for the ladies. Sorry, for the people who like 10cc. I've got, what have I got? Well, I had to put some Rory Gallagher on the playlist because it's Christmas, right?
Oh, well, yeah, you have
Had
to.
to do that. Had to do that.
Christmas tradition.
Yeah, so we've got him on. What else? I looked at playing like Spandau Ballet, Durin, but I thought, nah, it's shite. I'm not playing that anyway. So I'm not having any of that. Lisa, you can play that in Cotswold Radio if you like. I'm not playing it.
Thank you. Is that Kenny? Thanks, Kenny, for the Warnock's update.
Still going strong in East Main Street in Ruglan. My God.
Excellent. They were. Is that the sort of back street, just off the main street? Anyway. But
I've
there's
never
your
been-
mate.
The only
Your
time
mate
I was
Rich.
ever in Rutherglen was I was running, so I couldn't see it. They were chasing me out.
All
I
right.
think I don't know. I think it was because I was an AC/DC fan or something. They were all punks. Right.
Right.
And I can't actually remember. Hold on, I'm going to tell you because I want to tell you because I'm actually quite proud of myself because I spent about 2 hours. Who we got? Iron Maiden. Who's that?
Check.
I can't even read more. Television. They were the band I think this year that I had dismissed them a bit, if I'm honest.
Oh.
And when that rescued recording came out, Lisa said, "Shut it, not in my rock." I know, I was winding you up, Lisa. Welcome. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I got some Jam stuff as well. So a good wee mix. I toyed with the idea of playing some Sky, but the last time I played it, there was too much abuse. So we're just going to start with some Iron Maiden. Now I think this is Aces High. If it's not Aces High, I apologise. It's the other one, Power Slave. But this gig, this is one of the last gigs. Were you at this gig? 84,
Yes.
the Power Slave tour.
Yes.
Were you?
Was I?
Do you remember it? No, it's because you're a jam tart. Ah, jam tarts. I'm not going to mention jam tarts tonight. I'll just smile at Andy.
Hey, I sent it to you, mate.
You did.
I said
I-
that's your Christmas sorted.
Hi, Boots. I couldn't believe my prediction.
It's not there. It's THEIR, for Christ's sakes, mate.
Mike, yeah, sort yourself out, Boots. My prediction was when the Jambos were 2-0 up, 6-2 to Celtic. That's how confident I was. Anyway, getting on a bit. Right, Boots, you can go and get yourself a
It was
cup of
a
tea.
goal.
What?
Actually,
You're breaking up.
goal was,
They were both good goals. Skill.
well, that
It was a good goal.
went. Oh, that's
It was a belter. She was a belter. Right, anyway, right, here we go.
she
Yeah.
wasn't built.
Right, Boots, you can go and get a cup of tea, mate, or something else, because you don't, music, it hurts a bit when you listen to a band that can actually play more than two chords. Iron Maiden. I don't even know. Aces High. This is the intro. I remember this like it was yesterday.
Fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air.
Enjoy it.
We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
Now that was sorry, I'm discombobulated because I've had to take my headphones off. I've just worked out what's wrong with my headphones, Andy. They've been damaged by a 13-year-old. He's in trouble. The button's jammed. Can you hear me, Andy?
Yeah, yeah.
Can't hear you. Oh, here we go. This is what always happens. Every time this happens, I end up can't hear anybody. Hang on. Output. Hang on. Right. That's it now. That was like Iron Maiden, that song, wasn't it?
It will be, but I'll be getting echo.
Oh, well, you'll just need to, because I can't cope with that anymore.
Jeez, oh.
Is it bad,
Jeez,
man?
oh.
Is it bad?
It's all right now. It's all right.
Sorry.
That was good.
I enjoyed
I forgot
it.
that.
Yeah. They do that sort of like a horse race, don't they? Every song. And then, of course, they changed completely when they came back and turned into a prog metal band. Great live, though. Really enjoyed them. Hello, whoever that is. Can't see your name, unfortunately. Maybe I can have a look on Facebook and see who you are. But so that was from 1984. And who was the support act that night? Who supported them?
Wasted?
I don't think it was Wasted.
That's Paula. Hi, Paula. It's my mate, Paula.
Is it? Hello, Paula. How are you doing? Hello, Paula. Who was the support act? Was it Queensryche?
Was either Wasted or Queensryche.
There's actually a website. There's a website.
No, there is not.
There is.
Away you go.
There's a Glasgow Apollo website.
No,
and it's had
you know what
40 million. The Hot Rods. There you go. It was the Hot Rods. There you go. See, it wasn't what we thought. See, I had an inkling. I went for my inkling there.
Oh, okay.
So we'll play. I'm thinking myself. Maybe I went to the Edinburgh gig. 84. This is what happens, right? Because all the gigs kind of merge in together.
Iron Maiden. 1984.
Yeah.
Talking about it. Come on, 1984 was Wasted. Who's telling me it's the Hot Rods?
It was 84. I think I said 82. This is the quality of the sort of the writing in this show.
On 82 it was the Rods. You're quite right.
There you go. But the Rods were all right. I quite liked the Rods. That was Ronnie James Dio's cousin or something, wasn't it?
Didn't see the Rods.
But
no.
Yeah.
It was Wasted. Because I remember Wasted going, oh yes, you fellows are quite good. And
somebody's saying we've got accents. We don't have accents. What are you talking about? I mean, I live in England, and he's in Australia, for fuck's sake.
Well, she's Australian. Paula's from Australia, although she says she's from Scotland.
See, he's not the only one that speaks that.
Her mum's from Inverness.
Oh, right, and Inversnecky. Right,
yes.
Very good.
Right enough. That's what I keep saying. Right enough.
Fit like Maloon. Fit like Maloon. Oh, that's to be a bit further south, isn't it? Fit like. Doesn't quite get.
It's Aberdeen.
Aberdeen. Aye, better shut up. Anyway, that was a good gig, and I remember.
You can't just throw in any accent you remember.
I can. Of course I can.
Yeah, but it's usually wrong. But
there's not any. Of course it is. That's part of the. I was going to say
charm. Charm.
I was going to say just not charm.
Ignorance is part of my charm.
Yeah. I used to be able to remember all these things, but I can't anymore. There's just too much going on in my head now. Full of wee motors. Anyway.
Okay.
The news. Anyway.
Okay.
So anyway, I haven't even had a drink. Do you know why I haven't had a drink? He knows why I've not had a drink.
I know why you haven't had a drink. Because
I had too much to drink. Last week, my mate arrived on Wednesday and we got bluttered from Wednesday. Sorry for the English and Australian people in. That's extremely well refreshed. From Wednesday right through to Sunday, I think we had, I'll say this quietly. I think we had
more than 14 units.
Yeah, we had about 32 pints of Guinness and a bottle of red wine and a bottle and a half, 3 bottles of white wine between Wednesday and Sunday. So I got to Sunday night.
That was lunch.
So we got to Sunday night and it was like, do you know what, Brian? I'm having a hot chocolate. And ever since then, I've been drinking Barocca, fizzy water, and taking a lot other liquids.
And you think that's going to sort your liver?
Well, actually, I'm feeling better today. I'm all right. I'll be ready for Christmas Day.
You stopped drinking on Sunday.
Eh? Aye, that's a long time for me.
That is a long time.
It's a long time. Anyway, so that's why I'm on the Barocca tonight, and it tastes better than it looks.
I don't. Who was that saying who's that? Hot Rods were Number of the Beast. I don't think so because I was at Number of the Beast too.
Number of the Beast wasn't it? It was. It might have been. Was that not Grand Prix?
That was Grand Prix.
Yeah. Shout.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I remember when I was at that gig. He said, you guys got this to the number." Oh, wait a minute, I could be wrong. You could be right. I could be wrong. You could be right. I don't know. I'll have to ask the Facebook.
Anyway, right.
I wouldn't even go by anything I say.
No, I'm going to play. I haven't queued it up yet. Oh. See,
currently, what is it? Currently,
what? On here. Right, I'm going to put on something that right, I'm going to put on this song here. Right. So the band 2023 was a hell of a year for folk dying, wasn't it?
It was.
I
just found out that Ryan O'Neill died last week.
Who's Ryan? Oh, aye, he did. He did. I saw it. Yes, it's a shame.
Did not know that because I'm off the news, so I don't know what's going on.
All right. It was Dio's cousin. Yes. Hello. There's Mr. Rogers in. Hello. How you doing, Dr. Frost? You all right? So
Dr. Frost.
Yeah, he's there.
There's Lord Frost.
Lord Frost. So I demoted you there, Lord Frost. Sorry. I know exactly where I got Dr. Frost from, by the way. I was thinking about playing Doctor, and it was going through the back of my mind. But as you know, I can't do two things at once, Andy. Well, sometimes I can. But anyway, and all these people died, Tina Turner, etc. And it's been quite tragic, really. Really awful. And I think the guy from
television died.
This television is going to play next because they're one of these bands. I thought there were some useless punk band, and they're not. Not in the slightest are they a useless punk band. And the recording, and incidentally, I just want to get the names right. Hold on. I just wanted to say a big thanks to the Rescued Recordings team because you've been what a year with these guys, and what a year. And that's thanks to Big Jack. Jack knows we love him, but Stephen McKinley and Dominic Pilgrim as well. Thank you very, very much for all the efforts. And those of you who don't know, the Rescued Recordings is where Big Jack decided he was going to start collecting all the various bootlegs, which he calls Rescued Recordings, from the Glasgow Apollo gigs. And there's now more than 300 of these. It's amazing, and we're so grateful to him. And a lot of the material we use is from the Rescued Recordings archive. That Maiden recording was a Radio Clyde recording.
I don't think I've heard that one.
To be absolutely honest, I've recorded the whole thing, and Iron Maiden fans, Liam, I'm putting the whole recording. I'm going to stream the whole recording, maybe on Boxing Day. And then certainly on the 27th if I don't do it on Boxing Day, and then I'll put it on YouTube on the YouTube channel because it's a brilliant, honestly, it's a fantastic recording. And it maybe needs a wee bit of a mix, but apart from that, it's brilliant. And there's lots of banter, a good selection of tunes. There's some quite unusual tunes as well, which Maiden aficionados will love. Anyway, back to this recording. Now, this is also a good recording, so I'm assuming this was a Clyde recording as well. By television. And this is a tune called Venus. What's this? Sorry, boys, it's Kenny. Hello, Kenny. How you doing? Glenn Hughes' biggest fan. Been locked out of my account. Oh, really? Due to email being hacked. Keep up the good work. Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks, are you on now? Sorry? There's a funny noise at my end. What's going on? I think somebody's broken into the house. They're going to leave me something. Anyway, so this is television. From their one and only show at the Apollo, and this lot really, really surprised me. This is Venus by television, recorded live at the Glasgow Apollo. incredibly polite audience.
No, later on it gets
It's a bit
less
mental.
polite. There's a
So
bit
that-
where the guy starts playing the guitar, and all you hear from there's a bit of feedback, and all you hear is like, Rush 2112. Like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they didn't play it.
No. But Tom Verlaine, the singer and guitarist, what I was surprised by that, and it really was probably the surprise band of the year for me, television, because you can probably hear near the end of that tune, the boy's got chops. He can play guitar, and in that rescued recording, and you won't believe me, some of you guys, but there's bits that sound like prog. I mean, there really is. It goes from like almost Lou Reedy type sounding stuff right through to prog sounding Steve Hackett guitar player. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Really,
There's
really good.
I think we mentioned this before, but
Was it?
there's a song. It's just the girl's name.
Oh, can't
No,
remember.
sorry. Little Johnny Jewel is like it's 20 minutes of just one guitar riff. I think I remember it. I was going, oh, that is a good song. Just
song.
this one riff. It's a great song. It's a brilliant song.
Yeah, but if it works, it works.
And
Isn't
Marquee Moon is a good song too.
Yeah, that is a good song. I think we played Marquee Moon last time.
Yeah.
Little
Little Johnny Jewel would be a bit long because I think it's about 15 minutes of the same thing. But it's good.
Right,
It's a good 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're listening to Glasgow Polo Live with me, Scott MacArthur.
And me, Scott McCarthy, Andy Muir. Sorry. Yeah, Andy Muir.
And believe it or not, if you want to have more of this nonsense, after the show, I'll be cracking out my 0% Guinness, and we'll be having a chat on Zoom for a wee while. So everyone's invited to the after show chat if you'd like to join us. The URL is dead easy, www.glasgowapollo.com/Zoom. Now, I was going to mention, and it's gone straight out of my head. We did 2 weeks ago. I played 28 minutes of an interview I did with one of the guys. Did you see it, Andy? Have you watched it?
I did see it.
And this is something that for those of you who, it was really, really good. And the reason I'm looking slightly embarrassed is because I can't remember his bloody name. Hang on, I've got to get it now. Fergus, that's right. It was Fergus. And
Fergus.
Yeah. It's at the end of my. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But Fergus, it was definitely Fergus. Now, Fergus, if you're watching, sorry, mate. Fergus was brilliant because what he did was not only did he come on and we actually chatted for about an hour. He actually prepared for it, mate. Right, and he'd always
Did you see what he does for a living?
I think I did. Yeah, I can't remember. What was it? What does he do?
Yeah, I think he's a sort of accountant type.
Well,
so,
okay.
Well prepared.
Stereotype. Anyway, and he basically prepared.
He keeps records for a living. What's he going to do?
And he did, and it was brilliant because he had them all laid out, right? And he went through the gigs and his memory, and the guy had thought about it. Fergus, it was brilliant, and
yeah, it was good.
Really good, and it was things like that. I mean, there was one point where do you remember those game machines that used to be like Defender and Gallagher and all those games? Apparently, yeah. I can't remember them, but he said they were definitely there as you went up the first set of stairs on the left. Apparently, they were there. I'm sure John Neil Henry or somebody will tell us whether that's right or not. But
yeah, but we probably didn't have any money to put in them anyway.
Exactly, yeah, no, exactly that. But that was cool because I couldn't remember that, and it was just brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Andrew is asking, is there anything that's not appeared that you'd like to see? Oh, mate, yes. First show I was ever at in my life, Judas Priest, 1981, still not available. Other shows I'd like to. Yeah, there's not enough AC/DC ones.
When they recorded the live album, just to see if it was the live album recording.
That would be brilliant. That must be out there somewhere. That one in particular, it's got to be. I'd like to hear All Three Nights of the Status Quo 1976 live album. I'd like to. I could actually go on for a long time here. I could go.
I mean,
Right,
this every gig I went to,
the gig. Yeah.
gigs I didn't go to. That's how I would want to go to this.
I'd quite like to hear the girls' school gig I went to without the ridiculous overdubs on the audience, because it was hardly anybody there, and I'm sure you could hear us shouting, "Kelly!" And I'll not say what we said, but that was a
How
good
are
gig.
you?
Yes, darling. How are you? Back
How
to
are you?
sausages. Back to
Are you good?
sausages.
Are you doing okay?
I'm going to tell a sausage story.
Can
Can I tell it?
Can you play me a song? Thanks.
Thank you very
Show me
much.
show me your guitar.
Yes, I love your guitar. She was a darling, wasn't she? Anyway, Brian, my pal, and this is kind of Apollo related, but only just because I went to a couple of the gigs with him at the Apollo. He was telling me a story.
Mate, it's tenuous, but I'll let it go.
It's fine. He was out one night in Glasgow, right? And he got a bit well refreshed. And he's one of these guys. He has 2 pints and he's pished, right? Rubber man after 2 pints, but he can keep drinking like a gallon more, and he doesn't get any more drunk. It's really weird how he does it. He's like bang drunk, and he just keeps going. Anyway, he went and he got a for the English people here, this is going to be funny. He got a smoked sausage supper.
Really?
Which is this? He did.
How daring!
And he went back. That's one for your vegans. Anyway, he went back to.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've never had a smoked sausage supper,
Well,
just
is
because
it not?
of the visual element.
It's a Savoy, isn't it? It's a very posh sausage. Anyway, how did we go into sausages? Anyway, and anyway, he went back to his brother's house, and he was sitting in the settee, and he thinks he was watching the telly or something, and he was eating his smoked sausage and chips supper, and he had a chip, and he looked down, and his sausage had gone, and try as he couldn't find that sausage, couldn't find it.
Right.
Next morning, he got up. Couldn't find the sausage, went home, right? 2 years later, his brother takes a young lady back to his apartment, and they were having a cup of tea on the settee. and she reached her hand down onto the settee, and it just so happened to slip down the side of the cushion. And lo and behold, here was the sausage lurking underneath the cushion, covered in hair and mold. She went, ah! You can just imagine, can't you? But Brian never got his sausage back. Anyway, I don't know why I told you that, but I was crying when he told the stories. It's definitely the way you tell them rather than me telling the stories. Right, it was a good story, I thought. But anyway, right. Will we play some more music? Oh, yeah, another thing I wanted to encourage you. If you were at the Glasgow Apollo, or if you're influenced by the sort of nonsense that we speak about every week, and you'd like to take part, let me know, because Andy and I would love to interview you. We've got a list now of about 15 people to do, so that's good. And
cool.
Yeah, and I'm in a better spot time-wise in January, February, March. So there will be more on their way quite soon. And I will repeat that last one between now and Hogmanay, because it was it was particularly good. I loved it. I really, really loved it.
Are they all heavy metal guys?
No, there's a couple of lassies who were into
any young women. Excellent, that's good.
Yeah. Let's have a girls. I mean, let's have a gentle song. Let's have a gentle song. Now, this appeals to folk like Boots, who don't know why. He's probably winching at the time, but because clearly I had no idea what he was up to. I was far too busy watching the music to be winching. So this is 10cc.
Okay.
And this is jolly good, actually. The whole recording's good. It's available on our YouTube channel, where we've got a growing catalogue of these rescued recordings. Just when I get time to edit them a wee bit. He's got a wee cheeky smile on his face. What's the wee cheeky smile for? What have I said? Have I done something? No? I will do later. Anyway.
That's what you said. You were too busy listening rather than winching. I was like, aye, right, aye.
Right, 10cc. I'm off for a coffee.
Well, thanks for just being Glasgow. Great. I'd like to leave you with this one. to see you, but then again, that doesn't mean you mean that much to me. So if I call you, don't make a fuss. Don't tell your friends about the two of us. I'm not in love, no, no. It's keep your picture upon the wall. It hides a nasty stain that's lying there. But don't you ask me to give it back. I know you know it doesn't mean that much to me. I'm not in love, no, no. You wait a long time for me. You wait a long time. You wait a long time for me. Yes, you will. You wait a long time. I'm not in love, so don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. Just because I call you up, don't get me wrong, don't think you got it made. No, 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 I'm not in love. I'm not in love.
Lisa, I agree. Ugh, I know it's a huge hit and all that, but God, that's boring. Anyway, that's one of these songs where, do you remember those disgusting toilets at the Apollo? We used to go to them and they were minging. And that's a song. It's like drum solos and 10cc. That's the toilets for me. Apart from Neil Peart, Cozy Pill. But no.
Right.
Look, he's not even saying anything. He's not even, I'm allowed to talk like this. I can say what I like.
Yeah, you can say what you like.
I know, but he's never saying anything.
I don't know what to say.
I'm lost for words, man. I'm lost for words.
Yeah, right. John over on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, John. Appreciate you coming on. Hi, guys. I saw 10cc with Chaz and Dave. Brilliant. 1976. And the band had to call it a day after a couple of songs as the singer had a sore throat. Yeah, I remember this. The concert was rescheduled, so we got to see Chaz and Dave twice. Excellent. And only 10cc for 1.25. That's a good deal. But I saw Chaz and Dave.
Oh, you chose the slowest song ever.
I know, but it basically sheer laziness. I only had a couple of hours to prepare for the show, and I'd already played that one in the past. Therefore, it's easy for me to play it again. Right? I'm just being honest.
Right. Okay. Right.
There you go. Liam thinks it's a good tune. This is a good tune. There you go. Mixed opinions. We value your opinion, even if you're wrong.
You
But anyway,
don't value anyone's opinion.
I do. But they're all dead, unfortunately. Anyway. Oh dear, this is gonna get worse. Right, hang on. I'm just gonna see what the next tune is before I say anything else. Right, hang on. We've got 10cc.
I had to change my phone.
Why?
So hopefully, the other one wasn't working proper. My connection.
All right, see. All right, it looks nice and clear, apart from that background, which is very dodgy. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say now. Yes. Right. Other things that happened in 2023. I've been looking at the Facebook group. I think we've gained, is it 2,000 new members in 2023? Roughly.
Oh. Yeah, probably.
I think it is, which is amazing. It's just amazing. And still to this day, I mean, just even today, I was looking at some of the comments and stuff. And apart from some snarky wee Ramones fans, snarksters. The banter's brilliant. Actually, the Snark did a very good post. He asked everybody what their first gig and last gig was. That was brilliant. I don't think anybody had asked that before, so that was a really good post.
No one's asked that.
Who was the loudest band?
Who was the loudest band? Oh man!
Yeah. What height was the stage?
People like that. Yeah.
I know. And the amount of nonsense I got. I mean, I went to see Geddy Lee last week, right? Favorite band, Rush, right? Geddy Lee in a hall. Never seen him in a hall. There's always been bloody arenas.
Uh-huh.
And there he was with one of the guys from the Manics interviewing him. 85 quid. I know that was expensive. Got a book as well. So 85 quid. So it was about 60 quid for the ticket. Sitting about 3 rows away from him. I was quite happy with paying 85 quid for that. Thank you very much. It was brilliant. It was really, really good. And it was quite emotional as well, actually. Because all the stuff with Neil Peart dying and stuff. But anyway, another one somebody said earlier, Andrew said earlier about what gigs would you like? Any Rush recording, but good quality. Because even the Exit Stage Left, which is side 3 of the album, is all from the Apollo. I'd like to hear the rest of that recording, please.
That means that they must have
it. And I know that when they released the 40th anniversary version of Moving Pictures, on the package, if you like, there was a whole recording from America from the same tour, and it was bloody brilliant. Way better than Exit Stage Left. I mean, seriously better than Exit Stage Left. Oh. And that's a great album. And I'd love to hear the Apollo one, because I would put money on it's even better than that recording from, I think it was from New York. Somebody will keep me right. But it was fantastic. So that's another one I'd like to hear. But Geddy was amazing. He came on, and he obviously, some of it was scripted. He was there to punt a book, but then he was taking questions from the crowd, and he was laughing at himself, and and I've now read the book. It's a great book. I highly recommend it. And the Apollo gets a few mentions in it. It's a really good book. You should download it, mate, off Easy News, because it's him that's reading it as well, which I always think is great when you read a memoir like
Okay.
that.
All right.
So yeah, highly recommend it. Really recommend it very much.
I'll write
very
that
much.
down. Easy.
So other things now. So who else did we lose? We lost Tina Turner. We lost the guy from television. Was it this year that the ZZ Top bass player died? Because it all merges into one for me, I'm afraid. I think it was. Keep me right, folks. There's been so many. The Bachman died.
Two
Guys
from Bachman Turner over.
Yeah. Have you seen the Glasgow Choir singing to Geddy?
Yes.
I have, Tony. Oh, it was brilliant. That was lovely. That was really nice. What did you think of it, Brian? Did you enjoy it? I thought it was a lovely book and very well written, actually. He co-wrote it. He had somebody helping him, but it's a good book. And the chapter 3 is all about the Holocaust. And
I saw the interview with him and the guy from the Canadian guy, Tom Power, I think his name is.
Oh, yeah.
Canadian Irish, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
it
was good. It's a good interview.
He interviews well, he goes off on tangents, which is nice. And I met a guy who had been to 3 of the gigs. I mean, like every type of music, at this stage of their careers, you get these guys that go to every gig. I mean, they're all mad with lots of money. But he said it was different every night. He said there was like a framework, but everything else went off on tangents. Every night was different. So I'd like to have gone to a couple of nights, to be honest.
Okay.
But but the Glasgow part with the Glasgow Choir singing Closer to the Heart was magic. I'd love to have been there. And I liked it when you hear the guy counting it down as well. So they obviously organised it so that they got everybody on Facebook probably. Yeah. So it was really good. It was really, really good. Right, we're going to play some Rory Gallagher. Now, no, I'm not. I'm going to play some of the Jam. And I'm actually quite... Hello, Kenny. How you doing? I thought you were on a minute ago. You got it working somehow on YouTube. The Jam are a band, again, I was never a huge fan of, particularly the later stuff. I preferred the early stuff. I didn't like the later stuff, and I couldn't stick the Style Council.
No.
I just drivel. And when they shut the Apollo, and I know there are Style Council fans out there that, all right, Brian, don't show off. I never saw, but you can't spell Apollo, Brian. So at least I can spell Apollo. You might have seen Rush, but I can spell Apollo.
Attack Brian, the man, why don't you? Attack the man.
Attack the man. But no, do you know what happened to me? I missed the Apollo gigs because I was too young. But I went to the Ingliston gig, the Singles tour, and it was absolutely awful. Hello, Joanne. Happy Christmas to you as well. That's nice. Thanks for coming in, Joe. I really appreciate it. And yes, the book's coming out. It's coming out. So this is the Jam. As I say, did you like the Jam?
I didn't dislike them.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
I thought they were... No, I wasn't a fan of them, but I thought they were okay.
Right, okay. Yeah. Well, I like
I'm not sitting on the fence there. I was just like, they were all right. Yeah, I didn't mind them.
Liam, have you been saving that joke for like decades? The Jam are too sticky for me.
Oh, jeez.
That's actually quite
Get out. Get out. Get out.
Liam, incidentally, I saw your posts about heavy rock bands and the fans and the clothes they wore. I like that. Thanks for posting it. People are watching you, Liam. Yeah. Anyways, this is Jam. Somebody saying there, I like the Jam, but hated the Style Council. I'm not surprised by that because they're totally different sensibilities about them. The recording of the Style Council, the last gig ever at the Apollo, it's a good recording, but nah, I think that was a shame. Oh, this Brian Wilson. Brian, stop it. Right, so I'm going to play it.
He's corrected himself with Apollo.
I see he can spell now, and he's got it in capitals, so yeah, that's okay. Here's the Jam. Yeah. Couple of songs. Well, that was the Jam. Was starting. That's too bad. Tell you what, that was all right. Don't like the songs particularly, but it was all right. You know,
All right.
the pitchometer only
Right.
got up to about 6 there. I mean, that's not bad. Not bad. Not good either, but not bad.
Not bad.
Great atmosphere. Sounded like folk were enjoying it. Did you hear what
Yeah.
Alan in Vancouver saying? Style counts are better for wooing young ladies, the Jam better for a night out with the boys. I think that's completely inappropriate, Alan. How dare you say something like that? Probably true, but the Jam sound quite good here. Yeah. I'm with Alexander. I have CDs and records of both groups in my collection. Joe, I'm well done. Good for you. And you know what? My friend, my pal, just sent me this. Look, he's saying he wasn't at it. Kenny said he wasn't at it. Here you go. There's a ticket. And apparently it was his late sister who was walking down the alley after the show and got accosted and dragged into the backstage to get their autographs. And I'm not saying anything else, Kenny. That's very good. Thank you for sharing that with us all. And there's a little bit of credit. There's a little bit of credibility there because I'll take the captions off because down the bottom there's a Saxon ticket. So yeah. You've saved yourself there, mate. You're not too bad. Thanks very much.
Redeemed yourself. Yes.
yeah. Thank you very much.
No, I had a look. I just had a look about it on the Facebooks.
Yeah.
On the stats, about how many people have joined, and from for the year, like it says we've had 1,200 joined since October. So
good grief, really?
And then the figures just disappear to nothing. So Facebook's is talking
nonsense.
They're talking nonsense.
Yeah, but
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm still amazed, no matter what it is, Andy. It's
amazing. I get amazed. Like one person joins usually. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. If I get 1 out of 10, that's good. Well, because the other 10 are scammers.
Yeah. Oh, so I was just queuing that up because I wanted to make sure I got it right. That's all. And I think Kenny's sending more things here. Oh, he's right. I'll share that picture in a minute, Kenny, because it's a good picture. So next up, who's this? Following on from earlier, this is Kenny Brown again. First concert ever, Elton John 79, last at the Apollo. King. Do you remember King with the big boots?
Yes. Yeah, big boots. I like the big boots.
Oh, Professor's in. Hello, Derek. How you doing, mate? Where have you been? You've missed Iron Maiden and television and the Jam. Is that
NCC?
Well, yeah, they're still playing in the background. You just can't hear it because it's only music for Doug.
The tape is on the loop. Just, no.
So when we did a bit of a subjective poll about the bands that we all liked, Rory Gallagher basically won. And it's funny because he was never that famous. Well, he was for guitar players and for musos, but he was never really in the public consciousness, really, was he? And I have to be honest, I was the same. I don't like his voice because he's not got a good voice.
You get used to it, though.
You get exactly that, and I didn't give it a second chance because of his. Derek saying grateful for small mercies. Yeah, I think a couple of people fell asleep, but we woke them up. Rory was God. Yeah, exactly. And I really sad. I remember him gigging in Edinburgh, and I didn't go because I didn't like his voice. I mean,
wow.
What was I doing? Anyway, so but now I'm getting into him, and we were sent one of his films, weren't we, years ago by his record
Years
company?
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a DVD.
The DVD it was. So back in the days when we had DVDs. So anyway, this is a bit,
live in Montreux.
that was
That's
it.
what it was.
And it's very, very good. So this is a double header from Rory, and it's 8 minutes long, and I'm not really apologising for that because it just whizzes by when it's this guy playing guitar. So really hope you enjoy this. Recorded live from the Glasgow Polo, of course. And as the professor says, here's some God coming. I know. Just call me a Philistine. I know, but I've recovered. I think. Good evening, please, anything.
Got the feeling I'm gonna make you smile. Sweet thing, and you know you're in the child. You always know you're home. Sunshine, you play with fire. Got you love forever, but we run out of time. But you run out of time. You look like a baby child.
Just mesmerising guitar playing. Absolutely love it. Brilliant. Beautiful guitar sound. God. John saying he saw Rory at the Apollo in 1974 and Bad Company twice in the same week. Do you know, I wonder why I do this show sometimes.
I don't like that guy. It's not good.
Brian saying Rory was the greatest guitarist, a great guitarist. I met him in a pub in Glasgow a few years before he passed away. Genuine guy. Yeah, I've heard everyone that says anything about him says exactly the same thing. Lisa's saying great guitar playing. Absolutely. Incidentally, folks, Lisa Price is on Cotswold Radio and does a rock show on a Wednesday night at 9:30. Well, we're tuning in. It's really good. And then John says, the only complaint is that I was in front row. Oh dear. And because of the high stage, I mainly was looking at Rory's up Rory's nostrils. Still a great performance. Yeah, the front row is not a great place to be at the Apollo, was it? It was rubbish.
No, it was rubbish.
But
Even
that
the
was
second was rubbish.
Oh, you had to go a fair bit, 5 or 6 rows back to even see the band. You wouldn't see the drummer, but you see most of the band. But Alex Lifeson's favourite guitarist was Rory Gallagher. That's enough for me. But anyway, absolutely fantastic. And I wish I'd gone to see him. And I can't believe I remember him playing in the Playhouse. I remember it and thinking, I'll use that £1.50 to buy 2 pints of Guinness. I should have bought 1 pint of Guinness and gone to Rory Gallagher. What an idiot. You know, but, anyway.
Well, that's what happens.
I am now in full recovery. So we're going to finish tonight, before we say Merry Christmas and all the rest of it, with another Iron Maiden track from the 1984 shows at the Apollo. And I absolutely loved this band back then. In fact, I like them more now. In the middle, I didn't like them so much, but up until Power Slave, I loved them. And do you remember them when they first started with the guy with the rubber mask on doing the Eddie thing, and how it then? I mean, there's an expert in the room about watch what I say, but then they moved on to like a guy obviously with sticks under, waving his arms about and on stilts, dressed as a convict, and now it's this amazing, massive sort of creature that is a major part of the show. And it's quite cheesy sometimes, but I always thought they nailed it. And whether it was with Paul Di'Anno or with Dickinson, or indeed with the other guy, and his name's just going right out of my head. Sorry, Liam. Oh, it's terrible. The guy from Wolf Spain, Blaze Bailey, yeah. And and I know they had a big dip in the middle, and I didn't like the stuff in the middle. I think the stuff they've done in the last 10 years has been the best stuff of their whole career. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love the songwriting. I love the imagery and the proggery, and the guitar playing is just incredible. So yeah, I love this band. And but this was only Bruce's, second or third tour with the band. And by this point, he was really making his mark in the band. And the banter here is brilliant. The banter here is really good. Let me just.
I think that tour was like 90 dates.
Aye.
Or one of the tours was like just 90 days, 96 days, without like 2 or 3 days off.
I know.
In between
Mental.
each, after 3. Crazy.
Unbelievable. There's Liam, of course. Eddie saying Eddie is a cultural icon. I agree, mate. I love it. I mean, I remember the
Yeah.
first single, and I've told Liam this before, but the first single I ever bought by that band was Women in Uniform, which was a cover version. And it's not a great song, but I loved it. I absolutely
That's the
loved it.
B-side.
Eh?
That's the B-side.
No, Women in Uniform was a
B-side.
single, mate. Nah, it was a single.
Was
It was,
it?
it was the A side,
Oh,
yeah.
all right, okay.
And
Because that was done by Aussie band.
that's right. It's a cover version. I can't remember the name of them. Liam, you tell us. But great
I
band,
should-
great live act. And you know, I really want to take the boys to see them before Bruce loses his voice. It'd be great to take the boys to see them. So maybe if they do another tour. It's my birthday. Who's this? Whose birthday is it? I can't tell who it is. Who is it, Andy?
Who's this coming in?
Somebody's birthday.
Who's this coming in?
Whoever you
shouting at
are.
us?
Lovely person, whoever
It's
you are.
James McAvey.
James.
James
Well, you'll be drunk on Iron Brew or something, won't you? Or Tango. But happy birthday, mate. We'll speak to you after in the Zoom thing. So this is Iron Maiden. With it, I'm going to play the bit of the bit of chant at the beginning, and there's a wee delicate edit at one point because the intro was for another piece of music, which isn't quite as powerful as the piece I'm going to play. So this is Iron Maiden, 1984, from the Glasgow Apollo, and another good recording that could be released as an album.
Skyhooks.
That's it, Skyhook. Well done, mate.
How are you on the top balcony upstairs, all right?
See how far away they were.
Way up there. I don't know if they bought the tickets first. Did you buy the tickets first down here? Yes, I thought you probably did, yes. And what about you lot up there? You all right? You getting this? Oh yeah, the balcony here wobbles a little bit if you jump up and down hard enough. You know, we want to try and put the wind up. Our sound engineer, he's sitting here. He's a smug little cunt at the best of times. Bounce the balcony up and down, scare the shit out of them a little bit. You lot down here are doing the best to scare the shit out of us, aren't you? Right. Somehow I'll strike from the grave. Tell me why I had to be a power slave. I don't wanna die, I'm not dark, but can't turn it on. When the life demon dies, I'll be slave ways. I give my last call, I'm a slave to the power of death. Slave to the power of death. Slave to the power of death.
Well, that wasn't a very subtle edit, was it? Sorry. Iron Maiden from the Glasgow Apollo. His voice was going there, wasn't it? It was much better there than the first track. He was bang on.
It's good. It's good.
Excellent. Loved it. I love that show. It's a brilliant show. And I know it's all theatrical stuff and all the rest of it, but I think they're absolutely fantastic. Great value. And as I expected, Liam Rogers is covering us with information because he knows more about Iron Maiden than Iron Maiden do. In photos, when you see a guy wearing a brown leather jacket and the Eddie mask, it's Nico, who's now the drummer. Excellent. Lisa, entertaining as always. Thanks, Lisa. Look forward to the next one. Have a great Christmas, guys. Loving Iron Maiden. Yeah, thanks, Lisa, and ditto. And I hope that we can meet for a glass of wine at some point. Russell, Russell's in, mate. How you doing, Russell? First time
hello,
caller.
Russell.
Never went to the Apollo, but you're doing a great job. Thank you. That's very good of you. Magic. And
Thank you, mate.
that's brilliant. So if you fancy joining us for a bit of nonsense afterwards, we'll be on Zoom down
Stick
there.
it in the. I'll stick it in.
And you'll stick it in the chat. It's dead easy. It'll take me 5 minutes to get my 3 cans of Zero Guinness and bring them up to my study up here on the roof. And we'll probably be on ad hoc for the next couple of weeks because we do that every Christmas. We try to come on a bit more and put on live bits here and there. So look out for alerts in the Facebook group and on YouTube. And if you get a chance, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We've got 15,000 people on Facebook and about 350 or 400 or something on YouTube. Hit subscribe. Thanks, Andy. Good man. But just wanted this picture Kenny sent. Look at this. Look, this is what I absolutely love about doing this. We've been doing this for 20 years. You wouldn't know it right enough, but we have. And this is Kenny. Look at that. Kenny's sitting at home. Look, and he's looking through his tickets, listening to the show. I just made my night when I saw that. Absolutely brilliant. And so
pretty good, Kenny.
Absolutely. Well done. So listen, everybody have a lovely day on Monday. I hope it's peaceful and if you drink, have a good fill, and if you don't drink, enjoy it. And we'll emerge. I'm doing a show on Cotswold Radio on Boxing Day, 9 o'clock. Playing all sorts of movie stuff this week, so not so much rock music or prog, but music from the films about the future. So if you're interested in that, it's all over the Facebooks. You can't miss it. It'd be great to have you there. So has he not just printed a few from the site? Oh, that's fighting talk.
Oh, yeah.
Kenny has got a brilliant memory for gigs. So he's either the world's greatest fantasist or he was at the gigs. I suspect it's the latter. But I'm sure he'll respond in his own time. But Merry Christmas to you both from the USA. Thank you. And thanks for tuning in. It's amazing. All these people coming in from all over the world. It's still ridiculous. But anyway, things are going to happen next year that are quite cool. We will have a get together. I promise you that. We will have a get together. I'm got a couple of ideas now that are starting to form and coming together. Just wanted to say, Andy, thanks to you, mate. You've been amazing as always.
Thank
Look
you.
forward to this every week. Thanks to Tom Russell for his unbelievable support for this.
Our spiritual mentor.
He certainly is, and there's more coming from him as well next year. So there's a whole load of stuff happening. And of course, it would be completely mad not to thank this guy on the left of the picture, Frank Lynch, who passed away this year.
Oh, yeah.
The man who basically made the Apollo, and he was a good friend of ours and loved him to bits. And sending much love to his family if they're watching. I know they do. Linda does watch. So, Linda, if you're there, have a lovely Christmas. And thanks for your support as well. And a shout out to Sandra today, who sent us some cash, which we really appreciate. Which is terrific. It really helps because the software we use is not cheap. It's good, but it's not cheap. So that really helps when you donate, guys. We really appreciate it. And that's all from me. My name is Scott MacArthur.
And that's all from me. And my name is Andy Muir.
And now I've got to try and find the outro because it's been 3 or 4 weeks since we did that. Here it is, right? Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. All the best. Off. Cheers, Brian. You've got far too many good gigs. Have a good night. Good night. Join us on Zoom. Bye-bye.